When I tell you a new doula, it is so important for you to have a team that you can reach out to. It is vital to you continuing to be a doula because you have to have that support, and it has to be another doula because it has to be someone who understands exactly what you're going through. And another doula is a person who can do that.
Hello, my name is Toni Curtis. I am the founder of BirthWise Doula Services out of Charlotte, North Carolina. And we have brought a wonderful mentorship spotlight and really just a collaboration and friendship. So I actually want her to introduce herself. So, Chastity, if you'd introduce yourself for us.
Yeah, my name is Chastity Mays, and I'm located in Carbondale, Illinois, and I am the owner of Hathor Doula Services. I am a certified birth doula.
Yes, she's amazing, right? For real. Like, if you want a doula and you are in her area, you should find her because she's amazing. So, I always like to ask this question. What made you want to become a doula?
So I actually, I was working as a home visitor, and I did not know what a doula was. So we lost our own doula in the program. And so my supervisor came to me and she said, would you be interested? And I was like, like, first of all, I don't even know what a doula is. Like, what do you mean? And she was like, well, I just think it would fit your lifestyle so well. And I was like, what? So, I went home, researched, and I was like, oh, this is interesting. This is something I might want to do. And from day one of training, I went in there and I fell in love. I mean, it's absolutely my passion. I love being a doula. And so the more I learned, the more I went along in the process and learning about the Black maternal health crisis. Now I feel like it's my duty to continue to be a doula so I can help families along in their birthing process.
Absolutely. Once you kind of know and fall in love with what we do, it's really hard to stop.
Yes.
It's a life-changing experience. So, I guess the next thing I'd want to ask is, how did we become acquainted?
So I was on DONA's website one day, and I was just looking around information, and I saw this information that said, like, we're looking for committee members for a Black Mother Baby Committee. And just the mission of the committee. And I was like, that's something I really want to do. Because in my mind, I was kind of thinking, so first thing you need to know is I'm the only Black certified birth doula in Southern Illinois. So that means, so I cover a large area. I also go to Cape Girardeau, Missouri, Paducah, Kentucky, and in all of this area, I'm the only certified Black doula. So one of my goals in the back of my mind, it wasn't something I was like really pursuing, was like, we need more Black doulas. But I'm like, I don't know how that's going to happen. So when I saw the Black Mother Baby Committee, I was thinking like maybe if I join this group, this will be something that I could help get more doulas in the area. So that's where I met Toni and came to the group. It was myself, Toni, and Ivana Chrisman. And, we just started coming in, didn't really know each other. And that's where it all started.
Yeah. And I will say we became sisters and friends really, really quickly. For that committee, I chair the committee, and Chastity is committee member, and we immediately took off on our love for maternal health, and my love for history. I think kind of shows up really quickly if you talk to me for like, I don't know, 10 minutes. Ask me a history question and you will find out. Um, and that energy was contagious amongst our group. So I guess from that, do you want to share a little bit of your experience being with the Black Mother Baby Committee?
Yeah, so I mean, what we did was we were trying to think like, how can we bring more information to families about doulas and then bring other doulas on to the role. But I feel like Toni said, we all don't like, we live in different states, right? But it was like an instant connection. And I feel like I connected with each of you in different ways, but with Toni, it was like literally Toni was like my instant mentor. Like, so I don't have a mentor in my area. I don't, there are other doulas, but it's just not that cultural connection. I'll say it in a nice way. So, like, literally instantly, I was like, Toni's it. Like, she's my person. So, whenever, and it's the wealth of knowledge that Toni has concerning everything. I mean, literally everything about pregnancy, about the journey, about physiological, childbirth education, breastfeeding. So I work with my clients, you know, I'm in there from the very beginning. But if something comes up and I know like I don't have the knowledge for this, I always just tell my clients, like, I need to talk to my mentor, Toni. Give me some time. I'm going to call Toni. Once I get a hold of her, we're going to talk about this and we're going to figure it out. Toni can give me the answer. I tried the thing, and when I tell you it works, it works. It's like instantly like, oh, okay, Toni gave me this. But there are times where we have like a situation where it's more difficult. And then when a client needs that reassurance, I just let them know like Toni is a doula. She lives in North Carolina. She's my mentor, but I need you to understand the wealth of medical knowledge she has. She can put you at ease. So I call Toni. Toni, would you mind getting on the phone with this client? Toni gets on the phone with the client and all their questions are answered. Like literally any question they ask Toni, Toni can answer it. But it's also the way she does it. She can put them at ease. Like I remember every time she gets on the phone, she says, "Hello, honey, how are you? You know, my name is Toni. I'm just here to answer any questions you have, and we're going to talk this out." And that's what happens. And then my clients leave feeling like just more relaxed. Like one of the things I find being a doula is my clients come to me more than they go to their midwife and their OB.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad that I have Toni when those big medical questions come up, because I can send them to their midwife and OB and then they come back calling me crying. But when we get on the phone with Toni, they end up feeling so relaxed. And literally every time my clients have called me and said, "Thank you so much, Chastity. I appreciate you. I appreciate Toni. And you guys just made me feel better."
Thank you. I mean, that is high praise, and I appreciate that. I am truly committed to changing the maternal health crisis, and I reach out. It's never a time that you all can get a hold of me, and if it is, it takes me like an hour before I realize that I've missed it, and that's day or night, anytime, because in our field, there's always this gap. And those gaps in opportunity lead to loss of life, because it's the difference between somebody asking a question and going for medical help, or stressing themselves out to where we end up in a medical situation. So I tend to answer my phone almost all the time.
Yeah.
And I absolutely love Chastity, because Chastity only asked the question for like 2 seconds. She's like, "What is it?" And then you can explain it and kind of tell her where to read, and like Chastity's gone. Like she got it. Like, I won't hear from Chastity until the baby's born. She's good. But from all of this collaborative work, some really big, amazing things happen through our journey. And I do not want to gloss over those, because between our committee, we have all gone into full-on mentorship programs, and you have spun out and become a mentor. And I am so proud of you, Chastity. Like, sometimes I think you and Yvonne are going to just tell me one day, like, "Toni, no more things." But can you tell me a little bit about what came from that? I don't want to just give it away, but what has come
Yes.
from that?
So, like I said before, after the Black Mother Baby Committee, I feel like we all gave each other confidence to go out and do what we needed to do. So honestly, in conversations with Toni, I was like, Toni, we need more Black doulas, but can I really do this? Like, can I be a mentor? I haven't been a doula that long. And she's like, you absolutely can do this. So, just start the process. So I did a talk on doulas, the Black maternal health crisis, and an organization reached out to me and asked me would I help to train and mentor their doulas. So right now I am working with a total of three. So we have Michaela Wade in Carbondale, and she's going through her process of becoming a certified doula. She shadows under me. She comes to my consultations. Anything I can give her, I give her. And then we have two doulas in Sykeston, Illinois, and they're still students in their training. So from the Black Mother Baby Committee and from being underneath Toni, all of this has happened. And I feel like it's such a short time period. Like we're just up and rolling.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I couldn't have asked for better committee members. I can't be any more thankful for the respect that you all have for me, because sometimes I do feel like I push you, but I'm so proud of you. Because like I only had to say something to you once, Chastity. Chastity, you get a bug in your ear and you are gone. The next thing we know, Chastity's like doing speaking engagements. I mean, even watching you there take our work that we spent a better part of a year creating and going out and sharing it. And I couldn't be prouder of you. Like that was amazing. And then we all went out and we all did that work. And now we all have gone into full-time mentorship. And a lot of people do not know this that are in my mentorship program, that it is because of Chastity and Ivana that I even became a mentor again, because they know it wasn't on my to-do list. It was not. And now we have a mentorship program in Carbondale, in Southern Illinois, changing that entire dynamic. And it started with Chastity's willingness to go out there and do it. And so,
Yes, it's huge. I mean, the impact is so huge. And also, Michaela is young, which I know is going to bring in a different demographic of clients that we serve. So it's huge. So I will no longer be able to say I'm the only Black certified doula in Southern Illinois. We have a team and we're ready to help you. So it's a big deal because we don't have any Black obstetricians or midwives at all. So for us to be able to serve the clients in our area and be able to support them and advocate them and have so many people to reach out to across the country, like for that support, it's a really big deal. And I'm so grateful.
yeah, it is amazing. I also, as Chastity is transitioning, she is headed into becoming a full-time doula, where she's doing this all the time. I got it, y'all. I got it. Like, she is out here available and she does amazing work. I am also the DEI chairperson for the Impact program, which is essentially the mentorship program for DONA. But we have gone out and created this very connected community that we wanted to see happen. And it is growing. Ivana is in Atlanta, Chastity is in Illinois, and I am in North Carolina, but you could not tell us that we are far apart. We talk to each other after births. We talk before, we plan, we coach. And there's a thing I think sometimes people do not know about the mentorship relationship, and that is the process of processing a birth, right? Having that doula to process that birth. So if you could tell someone kind of like that part of our jobs, because I think sometimes people don't understand that when we go in, we are fully vested with you.
Yes.
We genuinely are feeling what you feel. We literally go through the birth with you.
Yes.
So if you would tell a new doula about the process of delivering and being a professional support person, what would you tell them about that?
I'm just going to reiterate what you just said. When we go in like fully supporting. One of the things my clients always ask me sometimes is like, how long will you be here? And I'm like, I'm here till your baby's born. Like I'm here to support you throughout the entire process. So that means I'm dropping everything. I'm on call. When it's time for you to be in labor, I can labor at home with you. And when it's time to go to the hospital, I'm going to go to the hospital with you. And throughout that entire process, I'm there. So I'm experiencing everything you're experiencing. I'm experiencing the nurses come in, I'm experiencing the doctors come in. So when I tell you a new doula, it is so important for you to have a team that you can reach out to. It is vital to you continuing to be a doula because you have to have that support, and it has to be another doula because it has to be someone who understands exactly what you're going through. And another doula is a person who can do that. So not only before the birth, but during the birth, if I experience something, I'm going to step out, go to the bathroom, and I'm going to text Toni or call her. I'm gonna say, Toni, this is happening. Like, I just need somebody to talk to for like literally 5 minutes. Toni will pick up her phone and she'll be like, Chastity, it's okay. This is what you're gonna do. Take a few deep breaths, and then I'm good. And then I can step back into that birth and support my clients. I cannot stress enough how vital it is. And not only during the birth, but after the birth, once you've gotten home, you've taken a shower, you've gotten all your rest, you need to get that out. You need to talk it out. You need to process it. And honestly, someone like Toni, what Toni does for me is she tells me what I did right, which is important for you to be supported and uplifted. But she also tells me things that I could have done differently, which is so important because I want to make sure I'm serving my clients the way I should be supporting them. And then we just talk about like how can we handle those difficult situations in the hospital, and like what could I have done differently, or maybe there's nothing I could have done differently, but I need to be able to talk out those difficult things. So you have to have a mentor. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So go in knowing, okay, I'm going to do my training, I'm going to get the certification, but before I start going to births, who is my team that I can reach out to? And for me, it's always going to be Toni, so I hope she's always there.
Y'all know I won't leave y'all. I'm not going anywhere. I can't. All of you that are in connection with me, I always have that running joke that I'm a good bad boyfriend. I'm always available to you all night or day just because I've done this long enough to know what it's like to need that. And so I answer my phone. So actually, surprisingly enough, half the time y'all tell me to stop answering the phone. But I really want to make sure everyone knows where to find you, any upcoming events, and even a little thing that we are looking forward to. Me and Chastity have done a collaboration, and there'll be more on that later, but I'm going to make sure you know where to find her, how to find her, upcoming events, anything you want them to know, Chastity.
So I'm on Instagram and Facebook, Hathor Doula Services, and you can find everything on my social media. I think my next upcoming speaking event is on October 27th. I'm speaking in Naperville, Illinois, at the Prevent Child Abuse America Illinois statewide conference, and my speech is on how doulas can help prevent child abuse. So yeah, and then of course I have births coming up. I have someone who's overdue right now. She was due October 9th. And then after that, my next birth is October 30th.
So you're gonna be tired. I understand.
Yes, yes. A lot tired.
Sorry. Well, here's the good news. If you look for Chastity, I'm sure you'll find her. You can find her in a number of places. Chastity is everywhere now. It went from, I don't know, maybe to just becoming an amazing leader in this field. And I could never, I know I've said I'm proud of my doulas. I know everyone who looks at our Mentorship Spotlight knows that I'm proud of them. But these are some of the most amazing people you will ever meet in your life. And you will also find that their commitment to safeguarding the birth practices, postpartum, prenatal, being a support, being knowledgeable, they are committed. They are constantly learning and innovating, and they are constantly out here trying to make things better. If you ever want to find a person, a genuine person who cares regardless of your circumstance, look no further than Chastity. I promise you it's true. So you're welcome. And you can find me in Charlotte, North Carolina. This will, in case you look for it. I don't know, Chastity. Is there anything that I forgot? Anything I should mention?
No, I just think back about when we first met and we, really didn't know each other. And really, it's like amazing to think about all the things we've done together, and we literally live in different states, but we have done all this together along the way. So it's just amazing. And I love the work that we're doing, and I can't wait to see what we do next.
Oh, it's going to be amazing. Y'all get ready. It's going to be amazing because I have been blessed with the most amazing team. I can't say enough. I don't know what else to say, but honestly, Chastity is my calm sounding. Like if I need a little bit more calm, because I can be a lot. I call Chastity. So thank you so much. I appreciate you stopping by doing the Mentorship Spotlight. I am so proud of that program that you created. When we kind of worked together on that program, Chastity, I was just so proud of you for going out there. And I remember how you were feeling when you went for it and look what you have accomplished. I think I can remember in my head you saying, Toni, I don't know. I'm like, yes, you do. You got it.
Yes.
You got it. And now you have accomplished so much. So I'm proud of you. I'm so proud of you, Chastity.
Thank you very much. Without your support, I wouldn't have been able to do it. And that's so true. I'm telling you.
Yeah, we get a lot of calls. Chastity is probably the one I push the hardest a little bit.
Hey, I need it. And that's okay. I need that.
All right. Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah.